This one in front of their home fans who are very excited. Very loud down here. Swangard's pretty well full.
Canada will name a 35-man squad tomorrow. A pre-squad for the Rugby World Cup, which will be reduced within the next couple of weeks to 31. There are still injury concerns, most recently to Tyler Ardron, the captain, who went off at BMO Field early in the game with a knee injury on Wednesday. But there are also, Ed, players playing for places today as this game gets underway.
Absolutely. Like we said, 12 wholesale changes. I'm sure Kieran Crowley just wants to look at a few combinations from some of the players, see if they can put up their hand and say, look, I'm the one to go there. I want to take the last spot going to Rugby World Cup.
The referee is Alex Ruiz.
Captain?
He's from France. Took charge of US against Tonga at BMO Field last Wednesday. Canada in the red, and Kieran Hearn will get us underway here. Canada dominant in the past history against the United States. This is the 53rd meeting all time. They did lose last June in Sacramento. The first defeat against the US since 2009. Canada had won 7 straight. You always used to have a special feeling for these games against the United States?
Absolutely. This is one of the ones you look forward to every single year. You kind of circle on your calendar. It's been a massive rivalry over the years. The 52 times played, Canada's won 38, so they've typically dominated. But the last time they played, the USA won, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Here come Canada through the middle with Connor Braid. Canada with 3 defeats in the pool stage. Underwood out to the right it comes, and there's an opportunity for Harry Jones, who is playing fullback today. Jamie McKenzie gets the nod at scrum half. His first start for Canada, his 6th cap. As Canada moving quickly out to the left side.
Knock-on advantage, Blue?
Bidens has it, knock-on advantage to the United States.
No advantage.
A bit unfortunate there, just a little knock-on from Hubert Bidens in the middle there, but good enterprising rugby by Canada, putting together 5 phases. It was looking pretty good to start.
And the first scrum of the game will be really important. The Canadians bounce back against Samoa. The scrum was very solid and disappointing at times against Tonga. But the Canadian scrummage has to give this backline a platform. This backline has a lot of speed. They've got Trainer on one wing, Hassler on the other wing. They're dying to get some ball going forward.
Petrie back at scrum half for the United States. He came off the bench against Tonga. Won his 50th cap earlier in this tournament against Japan. This is 52nd cap today for the United States. 30-year-old scrum half. Barrett trying to make his way forward.
Yes, I see. Hey, I decided my roster.
Okay.
No, time is off. Come here. After my roster, stop immediately.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Vous comprenez?
Yeah.
Merci.
The referee with some words for 29-year-old Montreal native John
Offside.
Phelan.
Yeah.
And Canada will go for the post here. Liam Underwood with kicking duties today.
Yeah, Liam Underwood, a good prodigy at number 10 here. You've seen him practice actually, and he's an extremely good kicker, very accurate, and he's going to take on the kicking duties today.
Le 1 il est tombé, c'est pour ça que je demande de jouer le ballon.
Underwood turning 25 last month. This is 9th cap for Canada. Got a yellow card here against Tonga. That's Swangard in game 2 of the PNC. Underwood to give Canada the early lead. And he does. Nice kick to get things going from Liam Underwood with his first attempt at goal of the afternoon, and 3 minutes in. The early penalty is successful. Where does Liam Underwood stand on the list that Kieran Crowley has right now on the definitely going, definitely not going, maybe.
Luke, it's tough to say. The performance that Hirayama put in last game I thought was top-notch.
Advantage
He run the
blue.
ball wide, got the backs moving. If Liam wants to go, I think he's going to have a good game today.
Barrett forward into the Canadian 22. Danny Barrett has played a lot of sevens. California native is Greg Peterson. Starting the last three, Peterson. And ever present as Tolkien has made changes for the US. Now it's out to the right with AJ McGinty. Ball into touch, a US ball.
You see the kickoff here. Bukaboom backing up, trying to make the catch. He's got to make that catch. That's got to be something he has to secure right off the bat. Especially when it's a World Cup, that's just one thing that it should be textbook the whole time. He's got to make that catch.
Fenolio, the hooker from Denver for the United States. And it's won by Barrett. Suniula carrying the ball forward for the US. Now it's Barrett. Rosatelli under the posts. Comes out towards Hayden Smith. Big defensive job here right now for Canada to try and hold on to their lead. Into the hands of Greg Peterson for the United States. Knock on, Canada with possession back as they try and make their way away from the line. Connor Trainer.
Knock on by red, blue ball.
Canadian knock on gives possession to the US.
You can see here the Americans spinning it out to number 6. Carpenter comes up, forces the turnover with a big hit. Connor Trainer just can't get out of the angle, ends up throwing the ball away a little bit. They have to secure that. To get that turnover, it's either got to be 2 passes right away or it's got to be secured and then kick downfield.
Key moment here early in this game for the Canadians.
Bind. Set. And to shoulder is not correct.
Big break for Canada there. But all of that U.S. pressure was based on 2 mistakes Canada made. Not securing the kickoff, and then Connor Trainer's ill-advised pass. They've gotten lucky. The U.S. were called for a half-arm penalty. They'll clear it. They can reset. They have to minimize penalties against this U.S. team.
2 and 3.
Seven minutes in, Canada with the lead. A Liam Underwood penalty. Fenolio, the hooker, with the line out. Won by the United States just. Out from Petrie across to the right for Peterson. Now the run by AJ McGinty on his 3rd cap. Ball spilt by McGinty.
Good couple of phases put together here by the States, moving the ball just to the middle on a set play, and then another one with the fours, then out to the backs there. Solid run by McGinty here. He's just trying to get the ball just out to the winger, and he ends up spilling out of bounds. Good tackle by the Canadian player there.
AJ McGinty with 18 points in the win against Japan. 23-18 in Sacramento for the United States. Into the game, 3rd in tournament scoring behind Morath who leads. And Takalua. So both of them in the opening game. Ogoromaru is second of Japan. Here's Lavala. US moving it out to the right here. Comes back from Petri towards Durutalo, who scored 2 tries late in the game against Tonga, coming off the bench. The US with possession here fairly centrally, just outside the 5-meter line. Here goes the charge. Canadian defense standing firm as it comes out towards Scott Lavala.
Advantage.
The referee was playing advantage.
Number 15, red. Not releasing.
And Harry Jones penalized.
Great phases of play there by the United States, putting tons of
Chris,
pressure
action.
on the Canadian defense,
This
making
goes-
them make tackle after tackle after tackle. And as the game goes on, that's going to wear them down. If they can keep doing that, 9, 10 phases, they've been
Because
awarded with a
head to
penalty
shoulder.
here. Very good play by the
Head
U.S.
to shoulder. So who was forward? Yes, you and number 3.
Here is why the penalty was
Yes.
given. Jones not releasing.
And let's not forget, the Eagles are ranked 16th in the world, Canada 18th.
Okay.
The U.S. had a disappointing game at BMO last week against Tonga, but they did have a big win against the Japanese in California.
Okay,
Very
yeah.
winnable game today. They're trying to reset, get the platform ready for the Rugby World Cup, and the U.S. think they can make some noise in their pool with a couple winnable games.
AJ McGinty here to make it 3-3. 11 minutes into this game.
Okay, thank you.
This is the 5th
Okay.
place game at the Pacific Nations Cup. And the first of back-to-back meetings between Canada and the United States. They will play again on August the 22nd at Twin Elms Park in Ottawa. The Canadians will then head to Halifax to face Glasgow Warriors on August 29th before making the trip across the pond for the Rugby World Cup, where they'll play a couple of games ahead of that tournament. September the 2nd against Georgia and then the 6th against Fiji. A couple of big tests there heading into the Rugby World Cup.
Absolutely, the boys are going to have
Go
to be
back.
prepared for that. They're going to be bruising against the Georgians.
No, stop, one!
They have to
One!
make sure that they don't get injured, which is always a tough feat when you're going over there, but it'll be a good test for them leading into the World Cup.
Barrett forward. Harry Jones doing enough to get the tackle in there for Canada.
Stand up. No, stay on the feet. Advantage. 7, red.
Eric Fry into the Canadian half. Time off from the referee.
Yeah, please, number 5.
See the ball going
Chris.
up. Trainer didn't get there in time.
Chris.
Ringer caught, took it off him.
No, no,
Great,
it's okay, number 1.
great jump, great ball.
Chris.
Offload,
It's okay for you.
and then into contact, and they're awarded with another penalty out here.
The referee just
In the breakdown,
talking to a
I
couple
would
of
like
US players.
you're going to with arm, please. Okay? Not just the shoulder. Penalty against you.
Okay.
Against?
Yep. Okay.
Greg Peterson gets the penalty against him. Chris Wiles, the captain,
Number 5.
called across.
5. Il vient sous le rack avec l'épaule.
And we'll notice on the kickoffs, Canada are purposely restarting the ball deep. They're challenging their opponent to kick it back to them. The States elected there to run the ball. They set up some phases, ended up with a good scoring opportunity. But whether it's Kieran Hearn, whether it's Pritchard, the restarts are purposely going deep by Canada. They want the ball punted back to them when they can set up their recycle and attack off it.
Aaron Carpenter with the line out. He got a late call on Wednesday against
Inside.
Samoa. He wasn't going to be dressing Aaron Carpenter. And then Richard Thorpe, who is in at number 8 today,
Outside.
Went down in the warm-up. Carpenter had to come onto the bench. And then within a few minutes, Tyler Ardron went off injured, and Carpenter found himself in that game. Here's Harry Jones. Now Connor Braid with the kick downfield. And a very good kick from Connor Braid.
Well, a great kick by Connor Braid, putting a lot of pressure on the Americans. There wasn't anything on. The ball came in the middle of the field. There was no point in hitting it up. He saw a little bit of space behind the Americans. Nice kick in the corner there. Just bounces out, which it has to. Otherwise, the lineup comes back where he kicked it from. Great touch by Connor Braid.
Connor Braid unattached right now after playing for Glasgow Warriors last year. Spent some time on loan at London Scottish. A native of Victoria, BC. In from Fenolio. Won by Scott Lavala in the line-out for the United States. Here's Danny Barrett as the US tries to get outside of its own 22. Kick forward from AJ McGinty.
5, 6. Okay.
Not caught cleanly, but it's here with Harry Jones. Now Jake Hilnicki. Canada moving the ball out to the left through Kyle Gilmore.
It's out, Bayan.
Underwood breaking through.
No, go to squat.
Jamie McKenzie tackled.
Good ball. Ball's out, that's correct, yeah. No, it's correct. The ball is out.
Yeah, just a loose ball here. I think went off a foot. Jamie McKenzie comes to get it, ends up getting cleared out, but still a scrum to Canada.
Yeah, the Canadians got a bit of a break there. It looked like it might have been knocked on, but it actually hit McKenzie's foot, went forward. The U.S. knocked it on. Canada scrum in a terrific attacking position. Can't say enough about Connor Braid, guys. He had the big game against Tonga defensively. I think he wants to stretch his legs and get going in this game, but he's looking very solid at number 12.
Brian Spanton pitchside, former Canadian scrum half Ed Fairhurst alongside me in the broadcast booth as we bring you this Pacific Nations Cup 5th place game.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Still to come tonight, Fiji Samoa in the 1st place game. Braid, quick hands out to the right, and the kick through from Kieran Hearn, charged down.
So many options off of a center field scrum. You can go left, you can go right. Canadians like to pick up with 8 to 9, spread it out to 13, then over to Kieran Hearn. Just unfortunate not to get the kick through, because I don't think the fullback would have got there in time, but great stuff from the Canadians.
In from Carpenter.
No straight. Option. Scott, option. Scrum line out.
And a penalty given against Canada.
Scrum route.
Guys, we were talking about competition for Rugby World Cup spots. Jamie McKenzie at number 9 today.
Yes.
As you know, Ed, that partnership with number 10, very important. Phil Mack on the bench. McCrory has played a lot of minutes in the PNC. He has a bit of a niggle and he's not dressed. But that's one position. I don't think they can take 3 number 9s to England.
Bye.
Jamie McKenzie, the younger brother of Phil, made his debut against Belgium back in 2010. Away by Barrett for the United States, and then it comes back towards Fenolio. These teams trading penalties inside the first 11 minutes. First Underwood was successful for Canada, then AJ McGinty. Harry Jones chasing back here. Jones kicks downfield. Chris Wiles is underneath it. Saracens man sends it back over halfway. Now the chase is on for Canada as Conor Traynor kicks forward.
A kick.
Canada still in possession now inside the US 22.
Advantage.
The knock-on was there, the advantage being played by the
Knock-on.
referee.
Advantage
Kick
over.
downfield from AJ McGinty as the referee ends the advantage. Let's take a look at that run by Connor Traynor. Ed?
You can see great vision by Jamie McKenzie, just kicking the ball over top. Connor Traynor getting there first, kicking the ball in. Ball takes a few nice bounces, keeps it in, gets the ball back. Canada was quite unlucky just to have a knock on there and relieve the pressure.
Connor Traynor is so opportunistic and makes something out of nothing. He's always trying to score, always trying to go forward. The States were very lucky that he didn't punch that over.
No advantage. Front and Fishman no straight by red. Option blue.
Another
Line out,
knock
please.
straight by Aaron Carpenter in the
No
line out
straight.
there.
Line out.
Kind of takes the pressure off the U.S. when you're about 30 meters out from their line. You
Line
want a
out.
good line out to
Yeah.
the backs. And we've had 4 lineouts. We've only won 2 lineouts.
Blue ball, blue ball, blue ball.
Aaron Carpenter's got to shore up that line out a little bit in order to keep this attacking phase going.
The United States 16th in the world, Canada 18th.
No blue, red, 8.
Here's the kick forward from Mike Petrie. The sun a bit of a problem there on the far side for Connor Traynor.
It's obviously a tactic, I think, of the U.S. They figured out that the sun is going to be right in Connor Trainor's side. They kicked him the ball about 4 or 5 times now, and he's struggling over there to see it. He's come up with one of them, but the other ones are hitting the ground, and I think they're going to continue to do that for the first half.
Here you go. Up through Jake.
As you can see right here, the sun probably right in his eyes. Tough to judge the ball coming in. Scrum for the United States.
It's Connor Trainor's 15th cap. He had 4 appearances at the Rugby World Cup in 2011. Didn't play the first 2 in the PNC. Vancouver native.
Crouch. 5. Set.
And go!
3. 3. No angle collapse.
We said this during the first game as well, but a little bit scrappy at the moment.
It is a little bit. We had some good run-up play there, a few phases put
Scott,
together
Scott,
at
action.
both sides. Since then, it's kind of been a little bit more scrappy. Only 2 or 3 phases put together before a penalty or a turnover.
Pause, please, guys.
And the US will go for the posts here. As AJ McGinty will have a chance to score his 2nd of the game.
Okay, voilà, ça, c'est- Cheers. No, thank you.
So far, the set pieces for Canada haven't been
I'm not choosing my
ideal.
hands.
Their scrums have given away a few penalties. They've only won 2 of 4 lineouts. They really need to set that up going forward here. If the set pieces aren't good, then it's very tough to get the backs going, get the timing right. It's very tough to launch an attack, so we have to shore that up.
And AJ McGinty, good again. So it's a 6-3 advantage now for the United States here at Swangard Stadium, 22 minutes in. Canada led 3-0 just 3 minutes in through a Liam Underwood penalty, but now, after 2 kicks from AJ McGinty, Canadians behind by 3. Kieran Hearn, making his 41st appearance today for Canada, gets things back underway. Taken by Barrett on the 22. Gilmore in there with a tackle.
Use it!
Out to the left here, Suniula. The United States with the bodies out wide and into the 22. Zach Test causing some problems.
Backward.
AJ McGinty. AJ McGinty breaks through. AJ McGinty tried to offload but couldn't.
Time off, please. Time off, please.
Time off the clock. Let's see what the referee has to say here.
Time off. For me, it's the last ruck. And it's clear for me, number 5, no punching or no. I'll check.
We'll go to the television match official.
I think the referee is going up
Can you
top.
check,
He
please,
may
last
have
ruck?
seen a
I'm not
punch.
sure punching by is number 5 red or number 5 blue. Oh, blue. Yes, yes.
So just looking to
Thank
see
you.
if there's a punch from number 5 red or number 5 blue. And he'll make a decision after.
Number 5 red is Brett Bukaboom. Greg Peterson for the United States.
When the ball is out, I'm not sure. My back. Okay. Yes.
Maybe we can see here players just getting rolled over, ball being released. Nothing there. I don't think there's too much in there. Maybe a few handbag stuff, but no real punches thrown.
It looked at one point that the second row, Bukaboom was sort of pawing over the ruck, but he didn't throw a punch. And I'm not sure if the touch judge singled something, but they have gone upstairs.
You can see Bukaboom just right there. Okay.
Oh, there is a punch, yeah.
Yeah, Bukaboom holding onto his leg.
Pretty clear from Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson turning around, punching Bukaboom in the back of the head. That should be, we'll wait for the referee's decision, but if it's a straight punch to the head, that should almost be a red card.
Still waiting here for the television match official. Well, the referee thought he saw a punch. Referee Alex Ruiz from France. The replay shows he did see a punch. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, can you repeat, please? Yeah, can you give me your recommendation, please? Against number 5, blue, punching. Okay, number 5, blue, punching. In the face or no in the face? In the back. Yeah. Can you check, please, in punching in the face or in the back, please?
So they'll presumably deciding whether this is a
Back
yellow
on the
card
head.
or more right now.
I believe so, yeah. If it is a direct punch to the face,
Back on
then
the head.
that's extremely dangerous, obviously, and it should be a red card. To the back of the neck, it's...
Can you
know,
give
it's a
me the
little bit touch and go.
recommendation?
Could be
Is
a
yellow card against number 5, blue?
We'll just wait and see the recommendation.
5 blue? Number blue, please, number 5, eh?
Well, Greg Peterson, I think, knows he's in trouble here.
Okay, thank you. Captain, please. Aaron, Aaron, Aaron. Grace.
Chris
Number
Wiles and
5
Aaron
blue?
Carpenter being called over, along with
Yes.
Greg Peterson.
In my bike, you're punching number 5 on the back. It's yellow card. Go out, please. See you.
So the card is yellow.
Peterson, I think, got away with one there. If it had been a couple inches more to the left and he punched him in the face, that would have been a red card. He'd be out for the rest of the game and possibly another suspension. So just a yellow card for Peterson, out of the game for 10 minutes. Let's see if Canada can capitalize on this.
Well, we saw here in game 2 against Tonga how things turned when Liam Underwood was shown a yellow card just before half-time. Can Canada capitalize on this occasion? Connor Braid held up there. And a penalty given to the United States.
Yeah, the referee deeming that the Canadian player
Number
did
2,
not
for me
release
is
the
clear
ball.
release. All the on number 12.
He has to release the ball once he's on the ground. He can play the ball backwards. Hopefully a ruck forms over top of him, then the United States can't touch it. But he was deemed to be holding on with the American player over top of him.
And they will go for goal here.
There has to be more urgency from the Canadian forwards. Connor Braid made a break, had the ball on the ground. The support was just a little bit slow, hence he had to hold on to the ball, and the U.S. have a very makeable penalty. Canadian forwards have to turn it up a notch, especially with this yellow card.
Two for two from AJ McGinty so far. 25 minutes on the clock. Canada a man up, but 3 down. McGinty looking to make it a 6-point advantage. Good once again from AJ McGinty, his 3rd penalty of the day, and that is enough to have the US in front by 9 points to 3.
Let's see if the Canadians can get a little bit more pressure on this kickoff. Kieran Hearn's doing a great job of kicking the ball, giving about 4 seconds of hang time. Should give your players enough time to get down to the 22 and put a lot of pressure on. Let's see if they can do that and create a turnover down the US side.
The man from Conception Bay, Kieran Hearn, deep into the US 22. AJ McGinty will kick back downfield. Straight into touch over the top of Connor Traynor.
That's a great point, Ed. And in previous games, the 2 individuals that were putting the pressure on were DTH Van der Merwe and Tyler Ardron. Both of them are not on the field. And if Canada has elected to go from a tactical standpoint with deep kickoffs, they have to get some red shirts down there and pressure the Americans.
We talked earlier about the injury to Tyler Ardron. Gordon McCrory not available today either. He got injured against Samoa, as did Andrew Tiedemann. Here it comes out towards Jeff Hassler on halfway. Now it's Harry Jones. Underwood. Out for Braid. Braid on halfway. Here it comes towards Jake Hilnicki. Underwood here. For Hassler. Moonlight. Nice running by Moonlight as it's played inside for Canada. Good move this for Canada, and Hassler up towards the 22. They have a man advantage. But again, they don't take it as this decision goes to the United States.
Oh, very unfortunate there. Canada put together a great few phases. Good enterprising rugby, good offload, spraying the ball out the outside. Unfortunate to get that penalty allowed against them.
Please, 10 blue. Calm down. Sure?
Players down from
Number
both
10,
sides
number 10.
at the moment.
Do not time is off. Play on, please. Come now.
As it's kicked into touch by AJ McGinty.
Numbers!
McGinty with all 9 of the points for the US so far. Liam Underwood's early penalty had put Canada in front here in Burnaby. On a glorious BC day at Swangard Stadium.
No, inside. 8. Number 5. Collapse.
Bukaboom being penalized for collapsing the maul there. The U.S. had a good maul structure set up. We're marching down the field. Bukarum got in the back there and just dragged it down. That's a penalty to the States, and they're going to kick it in the corner and keep the pressure on Canada.
The United States coming into this one off that 33-19 defeat against Tonga. They scored 2 tries in the last 12 minutes. Andrew Durutolo with both. Much to think about for Kieran Crowley, the Canadian head coach since 2008. We'll be speaking to Kieran Crowley at half-time. He'll be joining Brian pitchside.
Correct. Go back! No!
Canada with just the 2 wins in the last 12 test matches back to November 2013.
And that's a yellow card there for Moonlight. That will be repeated infringements from the Canadian side, penalty after penalty.
Entry.
By the end of it, the referee just got fed up.
Infringement, Captain.
Moonlight was the culprit there at the back of the rolling ball, and he's now sent to the bin for 10 minutes. If we look at the Americans here, they've actually done this extremely well today, rolling the ball at the back here. Moonlight's in the middle there. He actually has to go back around to bind up. He comes to the middle. He's offside. Yellow card in the bin, and USA has a chance here to stretch the lead.
There is about 3 minutes left on the Greg Peterson yellow card. And with the man advantage, Canada unable to get any points on the board. In fact, the US outscored them 3-0. It's now evened up, but the US will have time before half-time with the man advantage when Peterson comes back on. McGinty scores this. It's 12 unanswered points. Good kick once again from A.J. McGinty. He has all 12 points. Perfect 4 for 4 kicking for the United States. And Canada down here. A change for Canada. We have seen Evan Olmstead coming in, made his test debut starting against Samoa. Bukaboom going off.
And that wasn't tactical. Bukaboom doesn't look good here. He's taken a few hits. He's speaking to the training staff, and that was not a tactical change. That was a change due to injury. He's going right off.
Olmstead with a decent debut in Toronto against Samoa. Born in North Vancouver, moved to Australia at the age of 3.
No, two, stop. Okay.
Harry Jones carrying forward towards halfway. That's Biden's. Out to the left, Connor Braid. Canada looking to try and find a way back before half-time. But another penalty going against the Canadians.
Yes, I think that's the 3rd or 4th time that has happened. The Canadian players just getting isolated, nobody over the ball. The Americans doing a good job of just getting over top, holding onto the ball, and getting a penalty because the Canadians aren't releasing. It's well done by the Americans.
And Greg Peterson getting ready to come back in the next few seconds. So the United States will have the man advantage.
But also the Canadian forwards that I think have to take some ownership of that. If that's happened 3 or 4 times already, the support has been a little bit too slow. and the tackler's been isolated. The Americans have come over and nicked it, and our French referee has rewarded the Americans with penalties. I think the Canadian forwards have to get on the ball a little bit quicker when their backs make a break. Braid's been isolated a couple times.
In from Fenolio. US winning the line out.
First up.
Suniula. Now it's Barrett. Biden's in there with a tackle. Try to halt the US. Out from Petrie. Then Wiles. Duratalo. Now it's Eric Fry.
Get in there, AJ!
All the way out to the left side here for Zach Test. Up against Liam Underwood. Tackling there as well, Kyle Gilmore. Petrie along the line for Wiles. And then it's Fenolio. Right up to the 22 here. It's Canada's possession as the kick comes forward. Zach Test out to the right side for Brett Thompson. Peterson. Canada a man down with John Moonlight shown a yellow card. Danny Barrett down the left side. He's up against Hassler. Hassler with the tackle puts him into touch.
Big tackle by Jeff Hassler. Good phases by the Americans. Playing 14 on 14 is a little bit more wide open. They've been playing very, very well. Turnover to Canada there on this hit by Hassler.
Good stuff from Jeff Hassler, who's back in the side after being rested in Toronto.
Open the gap. Gap, please.
The Albertan Rugby Canada's 2014 Player of the Year. Had some problems with injury last year in the middle of his season with the Ospreys in Pro 12.
Outside.
US unable to collect it with Zach Test on halfway, but they will get the penalty here, the US. The home fans not happy.
It doesn't sound like the crowd likes that one too much.
14 off it.
They say number 14 went off his feet on the ball. He has to keep on his feet in order to challenge for the ball, and the referee has deemed that he was off his feet, so penalty to the
Aaron,
US.
time is off, please. Time is off. Aaron!
Time off the clock as the referee calls over Aaron Carpenter. So let's hear what he's got to say to Canada's captain here.
My first you got
coming against you.
You continue your team.
Did he touch him? No.
Yeah, if you continue,
Yeah.
one more.
One more, yeah.
Yeah. Talk with your team
Yeah,
now,
so I was
please.
asking
Yes,
for-
you have the time. You have the time.
The referee just saying to Aaron Carpenter they've had a long run of penalties in a row. He needs to shore it up, talk to the team and say if you keep taking penalties, more yellow cards will be doled out. So
Time on.
Three minutes to go until half-time here at Swangard Stadium. Fenolio on the 22 with the line out here as Mike Tolkin makes his way pitch side for the last couple of minutes of the first half. Mike Tolkin, defensive coach with the US before becoming head coach in February 2012. Wasn't happy with their performance against Tonga. Far too many turnovers, he said. Played too much in their own half. And so that's on their decision makers. They have to be making the right calls in those positions. This time it's a Canada penalty.
well done by Olmsted there, working his way through the middle of the maul. If he comes through the middle, then it's okay. He got right to the back of the ball there. held it up. If the ball is held up and it's a maul and goes to ground, it can't be produced, then it's the other team's ball. So well done, Canada scrum.
Quick, quick.
Hold the hip, hey! 2 more minutes to half! 1 time!
Jamie McKenzie with the put in at the scrum for Canada, 26-year-old from Oakville, Ontario.
Got him.
Crouch.
Just inside the Canadian 22.
Set.
Ready, ready! Ready! And now, TP! And now, TP!
Use it.
Here's Underwood. Tackle comes in. Duratalo.
No, 8. No, 8. No.
Olmstead forcing his way up to the 22.
Come now. Immediately come now.
Kick forward, spilt there by Zach Test.
Good kick by Jamie McKenzie out from the 22, putting lots of height on that, allowing Hassler to come down. I think the winger was just hearing the footsteps coming from Hassler because he's just been hit the previous play. Took his eye off the ball, knocked it on. Scrum Canada, good attacking position right before the half.
Scrum right.
Let's go! What do we got, Jamie? Drew, I need you. Watch the switch on the wing.
You can't.
No. Let's go! Wing in behind. Watch wing in behind.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Ready?
Out from McKenzie, Underwood, along for Braid, and now it's back to Jeff Hassler as Canada moves it quickly out to the left side. Connor Trainer making his way down that left side for Canada.
First knock on by Blue. Second by
First
Wade.
knock on by
Half-time.
the United States, but it is half-time anyway here, and Canada trails by 12 points to 3. Ed?
Yeah, not a bad half by the Americans. They put tons of pressure on the Canadians there. If they're going to do well in the second half, first of all, the Canadians have to come out, impose their will, and get their set pieces sorted out, their scrums and lineouts if they're going to do well in the second half here.
Well, Canada led after just 3 minutes, a penalty from Liam Underwood, but 12 on Guard Stadium, trailing the United States by 12 points to 3. Luke Wildman and Ed Fairhurst with you in the broadcast booth, and let's head pitch side back to Brian Spanton. Brian, your thoughts on the first 40 minutes of play from Canada?
Well, I think there has to be more urgency from the forwards. Too many penalties where the backs got isolated. And let's make this perfectly clear. I think Canada found some positives out of a disappointing loss to Samoa. But if Canada lose this one and go 0-4 in the PNC, it's going to be pretty hard for them to get their heads up tonight. Looking back at this tournament, Luke, it's imperative they come out hard, the forwards try and establish things, and they get some ball for the back line that wants to have a go.
Absolutely, Brian. And now the first 10 minutes of the second half is going to be critical for the Canadians. The last 2 games, they almost fell asleep, for lack of a better term, and the other team scored tons of points on them. So they need to score the first points here if they want to have a chance at winning this game.
Canada in the red, the United States in the blue. Both teams having yellow cards in the first half. Canada unable to make it count during the time that they had the man advantage. Here's Barrett. Duratalo making his way forward there towards halfway, and the kick from Petrie. And they're taking it quickly to get things going. Out to the left for Liam Underwood here. On a Trainer at the bottom of the pile as the ball comes out.
Advantage.
Kick forward from Jamie McKenzie. The referee was playing advantage.
Go back, please. Go back. Hey. Go back. Go back, please.
Let's go, boys. Here we go, boys.
8 red has moved the blue player around the neck at the last breakdown here behind.
Number 8.
8 red, yeah.
Neck roll.
Yeah. It
Penalty.
wasn't a neck roll, he moved it by the neck.
Yeah.
So penalty. And so
Against number 8.
Richard Thorpe in trouble here.
Aaron.
The 31-year-old who played for England at youth level.
Neck roll by number 8. Red. Neck roll. By number 8 red. My recommendation by my assistant is penalty against you.
As you can see here, yeah, Thorpe rolls him over by the neck. You
Number
can't
8.
do that. You can grab him by the shoulders and to get him out of the way, but if you grab him by the neck, that's
Time on,
deemed a
please.
dangerous play. That's a penalty against Canada.
Thorpe qualifying for Canada by virtue of his mother, who was from Burlington, Ontario. Relegated to the championship in England last year with London Welsh.
Yeah, talk.
He made his Canadian debut last November against Samoa, the European Tour. Fenoglio with a line out for the United States.
Watch here.
Well by the US, and the Eagles have it on the 22.
Number 5. Trent Moore. Offside. Number 5.
I think the referee has
Offside.
deemed that the ball carrier at the back detached from the ruck and then hit the ruck again, making all the players in front of him offside, so it's a penalty to Canada. Good chance for Liam Underwood to kick the ball downfield here to give Canada a little bit of field position.
You're trying to mark by the front. Offside. You understand?
Ed, you spoke about it at the outset of the second half. Canada have to get something together. They have to score first. They have to solidify this line out and give their back some quality ball.
In from Carpenter, but they lose it, and then it's Lavala. Kick downfield from Andrew Suniula. 5 of 8 on the line out for Canada today. That one, the third they have lost in this game. McKenzie.
Got it out.
And possession turned over. Here's Fry across towards Lamasatelli. But now Aaron Carpenter gets it back for Canada. And he's tackled.
Leave it. Hey. Now.
Olmsted getting in a little bit of confrontation there. But really well taken there by Carpenter.
Great anticipation by Carpenter, seeing the passes coming out, intercepting it, taking it all the way down as far as he can, watching the big man rumble here. Takes 2 guys to bring him down. The other defenders were deemed not to have let go of him. They need to get off him completely before they go for the ball. Penalty for Canada, good chance to put the first points on the board in the second half.
2 tries here against Tonga for Aaron Carpenter.
Number 10. On feet, please. Post. Number
Almost
10, elbow on the ground.
40 minutes between points here for Canada, since Liam Underwood's 3rd-minute penalty gave them the 3-0 lead. Great position for Underwood here, Toronto native. And he is good with the kick. 2 for 2 on the afternoon from Liam Underwood.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. A good start for the Canadians in the second half, needing to put at least 3 points on the board first in order to give them a chance. They've typically fallen asleep in the start of the second half, so that's very enterprising. Well done. 12-6 to the United States.
Last time they met, it was a high-scoring affair in Sacramento last June. Canada led 35-18 before losing 38-35 on that game.
Move, tackler!
Kieran Crowley, the Canadian coach, saying after that game against Samoa that he was gutted with the way it finished. Players dug very deep. But he made changes heading into that game. He said he found out a lot about some of the players who stepped up against Samoa. Olmstead is one of them. Here he is towards halfway. Underwood, Braid. Big hit on Jeff Hassler there. Hassler is down. Here's Harry Jones.
Advantage.
Now Thorpe. Jeff Hassler still down, receiving some treatment. Jones down the left to Connor Trainer. Trainer up to the 22. Now it's Bidens for Canada. This is Underwood. Braid. Kieran Hearn tackled. As it comes back for Underwood, they'll look to the left this time. Jones out for Trainer. No way through for Connor Trainer. Phelan. Underwood for Braid. Connor Braid does well, gets through the first tackle from the US and then is pulled down inside the 22. Canada able to keep possession. Hassler back on his feet.
Back feet!
There's Braid for Underwood.
No, 8!
Out by Jamie McKenzie for Bidens. Now it's Jeff Hassler. Hassler to the left side for Connor Trainer. Trainer just inside the 22. Now Bidens.
Clean out!
Jamie McKenzie tackled by Scott Lavala.
No, fall!
Underwood spinning. Is there space for Underwood? Hassler to Aaron Carpenter. A good spell this from Canada as then Biden spills it.
Time off, please.
Well, first let's take a look at that hit that put Jeff Hassler on the ground.
So as you can see here, the US player anticipating that Hassler would get the ball, goes to hit him. I think there's a bit of a knee-on-knee contact there, but he seems to be up and okay. Connor Braid, great run through the middle here, making defenders miss, takes 2 guys to get him down. By far the best passenger play that Canada's had in this game, and we'll see what the referee has here.
Yeah.
Often to tackle off the ball.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Temo, Davey, you
Went to
have
the television
understand
official.
from the other or not? Can you check, please, the tackler by number 8 blue against number 14 red, please?
They're
Can you
going back
check
to review that
tackler
hit
with arm
with
or not, just a shoulder?
Barrett on Hassler.
It was a misdirection move by the Canadian
Yeah.
back
Where
line,
is
and they were
Tucker?
faking an inside pass to Hassler. He never
Yeah.
got the ball. The American went through and hit him nonetheless. And I think the referee has gone upstairs to see if that may warrant, in fact, a yellow card or at least a penalty, because Hassler took a hit unnecessarily and did take quite a time to get up.
And that's exactly it, Brian. Barrett impeded him. He didn't allow him to get back in the play. It was obvious he wasn't getting at the ball. It could be a penalty for Canada here.
Slow. Yeah, David. Yeah. Yeah. No, number 8, tackle number 14, red. Early, without the ball, with the shoulder, no arm. Okay. After your review, my recommendation is yellow card against number 8, blue. You happy with that? Yeah, can you give me the position for restart, please? Yeah,
Yellow
please.
card coming for Danny Barrett here.
That's a bit of a double whammy here. It seems like he came in, took the player without the ball, but also didn't wrap him. No attempt to wrap. Whenever you make a tackle, you have to make an attempt to wrap your arms. It looks like a shoulder charge and taking him off the ball. Both those
What is the
combined
mark, please,
together
lady?
equal a yellow card for Barrett.
Yeah, okay. Number 8, Chris. Number 8, tackle number 14, red. Without the ball too early, just with shoulders, yellow card.
So down by 6, Canada will have a man advantage now. And unlike in the first half when they had the extra man, they really do need to try and make this count.
Absolutely. This is crucial for the Canadians here. They've scored the first 3 points of the second half. They have a chance to put the ball down into the U.S. end. 15 on 14. They really need to score a try or at least come away with 3 points while this person's in the bed.
Number up, number up.
So Canada will have the line out just
Thanks,
inside
David.
the US
Thank you.
22. Liam Underwood with all 6 of the Canadian points so far today. AJ McGinty with all 12 for the United States, all in the first half. Underwood has added 3 since the break. Canada this time with a good line out.
The pass, the ball carrier. Offside, number 2, red.
And the referee's been consistent there. He just called the Americans
Offside.
for that no more than probably about 5 minutes ago. So he's being consistent with that call, saying the players in front of him shielded the ball, hence they're all offside.
Offside.
Penalty to the United States. Unfortunate because they need to capitalize on Barrett being in the bin for the next 10 minutes.
Big boys, big.
10 minutes into the second half here in Burnaby, BC. 12 changes made by Kieran Crowley coming into the game today. Moonlight, Gilmore and Traynor, the only players to stay in. A high kick forward here from AJ McGinty.
Advantage blue.
Hassler couldn't catch it there from the kick forward. Referee is playing advantage here.
Sorry, not advantage. Knock on.
Yeah, McGinty just looking over and seeing a little bit of space in behind the Canadian line. Putting up the ball.
ball.
Unfortunately,
Look on the
that Jeff Hassler locked it on. He's going to be a bit disappointed with that.
Chris Wiles, obviously at fullback for the Americans, seems to have steadied their back
Let's go,
line.
let's go!
Scully, Kelly, a lot of experience. But the Canadians
quick!
have to be aware of McGinty with the boot he has going today. Any penalties in their own end, they're going to be
Scott.
punished for them.
Scott, quick, scrum again.
Referee asking the US to get things moving here.
Number 8, boss team inside. Crouch. Bye. Sat.
1, 2, 3. Ready, ready, ready. And go! Keep it on! Keep it on! 2, 3. Come on! Come on!
Sunula through the middle for the United States. Now it's Hayden Smith. Eric Fry. McGinty. There's Wiles. Strong tackle coming in there from Kieran Hearn. And here's Connor Braid, who will look to kick deep here. Sending Zach Test chasing. Just stays in play, just inside the US 22. Here's AJ McGinty.
That good hit by Kieran Hearn there. Petrie just taking a little bit of time to pull the ball out of the ruck here. As you can see, he takes a few steps back there, not enough time to get it out. Hearn jumps all over him, good turnover. Braid sees some space in behind the U.S. backline there and kicks the ball down.
And made his Canadian debut back in 2008 against Ireland. Canada now with 6 of 10 on lineouts today.
No hands! No, step
They're
back,
still
step back.
playing with a man advantage here. And they will do so until the 59th minute. A kick forward there by Connor Traynor. Here's Fry.
Use it!
Vala.
Stop, stop, stop!
It's a Canadian ball as John Moonlight pounces on it. Can they make the advantage count? Carpenter through the hands of Gilmore, and now it's Conor Braid. Out to the right for Evans and Hassler. Inside for Carpenter.
Attacker advantage.
Now it's Braid.
Go back.
Olmstead. Deep into the US 22. Canada looking for the game's first try. Underwood gets it in the end. Nice running from Liam Underwood. Can't make it all the way through. Comes back here past Bidens towards John Moonlight. Moonlight tackled by McGinty.
No hands!
Here's Bidens now.
Use it! No advantage. Time off, please. Yes, it's number 4. Please, no advantage. I tackle by number 4, Lou. In 5 meters.
Being pulled back for a high tackle by Hayden Smith.
Yeah,
Let's have a look here at
down, please.
Hassler's
I
run down
tackle.
the wing
Yeah.
here.
Agree?
Cuts inside the 15. Hits into the lockdown. Great pass play by him. Then up
Zach.
to Underwood. Bit of a scrappy ball. He
Zach.
picks it up, looks ahead, takes on one of the defenders. Well done. Knocks number 5 on his ground. Great play by him.
Big changes for Canada. Woldridge is in. Ray Barkwell is in. Nanyak Dalla back in the fold. He's healthy. He's in. Off comes Jake Ilnicki. Had a good run today. Aaron Carpenter, the skipper. Richard Thorpe coming off.
Not for me.
A lot of tired men. A lot of miles in the last 2.5 weeks, boys.
5 meters long.
It's Greg Peterson receiving treatment here, the man from Glasgow Warriors, who was with Leicester Tigers last year.
You see him get hit like over here. No, possible.
No, man.
Up here.
No, no.
Nanyak Dalla, one of the players
The other leg tackle.
coming in. It's his 32nd cap.
Number 4, I tackle. Clearly for me.
He was
Hey,
part of the
Chris,
2011
please.
Rugby World Cup squad.
No, please, please. I talk.
Here's the referee talking to Chris Wiles.
Please, okay? In first time, you have the ball. Many times, no penalty. In second half, no the ball. Yeah?
Okay.
Many infringement.
And they're
What is the problem now?
They're late tackle.
No, I tackle clearly for me. Yeah, number 4. Yes. Yeah.
Wiles not happy with some of the decisions made by referee Alex Ruiz.
The referee coming
One
back
piece.
for another penalty for Canada. 3 minutes left on the yellow card, I believe. So Canada really has to
4.
get some points on the board here. And looks like Liam Underwood's going to take a shot at goal.
And another change for Canada. Nick Levins coming in, scored the great try against Samoa. Certainly threw his hand up. And
have a water,
off
please?
comes Connor Braid, who I thought has played terrific defense in this tournament. And a couple of slicing runs today Love to be a fly in the wall for the Canadian selection meeting in the next day or two, gentlemen.
A tricky kick coming here for Liam Underwood.
Keep an eye on Andrew Sunil.
2 for 2 on the day. He's pulled it wide. And it remains a 6-point gap. It's the second time today that Canada has had a man advantage, and so far they've not managed to make it count. Yet to register a point with the extra man. There's about 2 minutes left until Danny Barrett can come back in.
Advantage.
Yeah, that's the compounding of mistakes there. A bit of a schoolboy error from Connor Trayer there on the wing. He should have caught that, missed the penalty, compound the problem. Now they have a scrum for the U.S. at halfway.
And they know each other very well from the 7th circuit. They should be communicating better than that. The ball is a bit slick based on these conditions, but that's totally unacceptable. And as you said, the clock keeps ticking with this advantage, and Canada hasn't done much with it.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Mike Tolkien, the US coach, saying he's been happy with the progress made by his team as a squad, that they've got a solid foundation now building towards the final few weeks of preparation for the Rugby World Cup.
Reset. Blue ball.
The fans thought that was a steal, but the ball went into the tunnel and came directly out back to the scrum half. If it does that and it's not hooked, then they'll just reset the scrum.
Scott inside, please. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Comes from Petrie.
Tunnel against. Tunnel. Tunnel.
Better scrum by Canada, and one fellow you have to mention is Evan Olmsted. I thought the Prairie Wolfpack second row did a great job against Samoa, and he's certainly making his presence felt here after coming on as reserve for Bukaboom, who was hurt. Canadian scrum looks pretty solid. They're trying to nick this U.S. footing.
Tretton Palamo coming in for the United States.
12 off. Number 12 off.
And it's going to be Andrew Suniula coming off, former London Wasps man.
Mike, quick, please. Time on.
Palamo plays for London Welsh.
Crouch.
This is his 8th cap.
Bind. Set.
From Petrie, who passed the 50 cap mark earlier in the tournament. Now McGinty, kick downfield from Chris Wiles.
Advantage blue.
The US with the advantage as Danny Barrett stretches on the side of the pitch waiting for his yellow card. Time to be over.
Move, Daka. No hands.
The last few seconds of Canada's man advantage.
Bandage over.
Good kick towards the corner.
Well, all this happened with an ill-advised pass. High risk, low reward, 30 meters out from the Canadian line. Shouldn't have been done. Now we're down the 5-meter line. They have a line out. And USA may put a lot of pressure on them. We'll see how this goes.
Time on.
So Danny Barrett is back in as Ray Barkwell takes the line out. 13 staples he had in his head. in that game against Samoa, Ray Barkwell. Came back on and played in the second half. If you haven't seen the picture yet, it's worth looking online.
No, stop!
There's going to be another change coming up. Phil Mack getting set to come in here for Canada.
No, sir.
He had a really good game against Samoa at BMO Field. Canada with possession back here.
No!
McKenzie.
Advantage
And
blue.
dropped by Blevins.
Knock on by red. Blue ball.
Just too many mistakes by the Canadian team here. Too many knock-ons, a few turnovers. They're not getting enough momentum. They need to build, like we said before, 8, 9, 10 phases, get some momentum, tire out the U.S. defense. And once they do that, then they'll find a few holes in that defense.
So on comes Phil Mack to replace Jamie McKenzie.
And that was obviously Blevins that spilled that ball.
Okay.
But with some of the plays the Canadians run, and they run them very frequently, the first receivers
Injury on
can
the
be
play.
tight forwards. And it's a risk-reward situation. If the halfback is spinning the ball to a prop or a second row, on a day like this when the ball's a bit slick, chances are probably not as good that if they were spinning it to Liam Underwood at number 10. They set up different structures, they move people around, but one of the drawbacks of it is you might have more drop balls. That was just Blevins. His hands are better than that, and he had a great game against Samoa. But you hit it right on, Ed. Too many mistakes, and the clock continues to run. We're in the last quarter, which has been a nemesis for Canada. Hopefully it's their friend today.
Still to come, the first place game here from Swangard Stadium in the 2015 PNC. Fiji and Samoa going head to head. You can see it on TSN2 later
Crouch.
tonight at 8 Pacific, 11
Bye.
p.m. Eastern.
Set.
Ready, go!
In from Petrie. McGinty and through to Palamo. Now it's Cam Dolan, who's come off the bench for this one. McGinty to the right for Wiles. Petrie inside now for Barrett.
No!
McGinty off for Lavala. Now McGinty with the kick through. Cross goes Harry Jones.
Go back! Yeah, perfect.
Here's AJ McGinty.
Go back too!
All 12 of the USA's points coming from McGinty. Hassler with the catch.
This could be another yellow card here.
Please. Time's off, please.
Ball goes up from AJ McGinty here. One of the key rules is if a player's in the air, you cannot touch him while he's in the air, even if it's accidental. Jeff Hassler is up in the air getting the ball. McGinty goes underneath him. That could be another yellow card.
Let's listen to
I'm
the
not sure
officials.
timing by the blue players.
At least bad timing if no attempt to go to the ball level.
Yeah,
At least bad timing is not, and no attempt to go for the Mike.
yes. No contest ball is here.
No.
For sure, I check.
Yes.
What do you think? Yeah. Check. Ready? Can you check, please? The contest in the air by number 14 red and 10 blue, please. Yeah. Yeah. Very bad timing by number 10 blue. Yeah. Yeah, sure. No contestable, bad timing. Wise come back. And the head on the back.
Is this a yellow in your opinion?
Yeah.
I think so. If McGinty was going up for the ball, looking at the ball and going for it, That's a fair contest if both get knocked over, but he's just coming in and he's just taking Hassler out in the air. Extremely dangerous play. It should be a yellow card, I think.
Yeah. Okay. After your view, my opinion is yellow card against number 10 blue, because by timing, no contest the ball in the air. Happy with that? Okay. 10. It's a wrong timing. Bad timing in the air, no contest the ball, it's the yellow card.
So Canada will get another opportunity with the man advantage. AJ McGinty into the bin.
Yeah. Number 1 off, please. Number 1 off. Yeah, number 1 off.
Justice is Duru coming in to replace Hubert Bidens.
Numbers up, numbers up, numbers up.
Yeah. Skipper Chris Wiles will take over the kicking duties, I would think, for the next 10 minutes with McGinty off. But third yellow card, the first two have not been fruitful for Canada at all. It's what they do with it. We're in the 63rd minute. Canada's got to get something going. Phil Mack might be just the guy to do that.
Phil Mack looked so sharp on Wednesday night against Samoa. At the heart of much of what Canada did well, his trainer is tackled.
Number 17, DJ Sears Guru.
20.
Substitution for the United States. In for secondary, number 16, Philip.
Blue ball. Left.
64 minutes into this one. Another change coming up for Canada. James
Same
Pritchard
for last week.
getting set to come in.
Number.
And Justice Sears Duru is in at loosehead, coming in for Hubert Bidens. And he's a young man that has certainly worked his way into the conversation about a plane ticket to England in September.
Fine. Start.
The trainer is out. James Pritchard in. Pritchard passing the 600-point mark in his Test career. Last Wednesday against Samoa, the 20th player to do so. Here are the US breaking forward with Nua. There's Brett Thompson. Lavala. Tackle coming in from Harry Jones. Dangerous moments for the Canadians right now. And towards Lamasatelli.
Stay back. Use that.
Cam Dolan now, just short of the 5-meter line.
Use that.
To the hands of Nua.
Tackle completed. No.
Good turnover by
Squeeze
Canada
ball.
there. Lots of
The ball
pressure
is
coming
not
from the United
available
States.
Quickly. Hold on. Number
Have a
20,
look back here at
number
the big run
21
by Kelly.
first player
Looked like Phil
contest.
Mack had a chance to tackle him. He didn't get him. He was up. Coming down the fullback with Harry Jones here. Links up with a little bit of support. Tons of pressure down in the Canadian zone. You see here the penalty. Kelly goes in. Not releasing. Phil Mack over top. Well done. Releasing pressure.
Substitution for the United States. In for number 4, Smith. Number 21,
Time off.
Alistair McFarland.
No. Gap. Stand down. No.
He's off.
Back on, trying to get off.
Eric Fry having to make his way back on.
Come.
Well won by Phelan. Underwood for Blevins.
Tackle is completed.
All the way out to Hassler, who
Action.
couldn't
Scott,
bring it under
action.
control.
Line out or scrum.
Again, skills letting the Canadians down here. It looked as though Blevins might have been able to move that ball to Pritchard, a bit of an overlap
Scrum.
outside, but instead another
ball.
knock-on for the Canadians, which has been the story of the day. Scrum for the
No,
United
no, no.
States.
Choice. Close the space. Close the space, yeah, sure. Crouch! Bind! Set! No! No square. Reset. No square.
13 minutes left to play, with Canada trailing 12-6.
Guys, it's both team. After set, stability immediately, please. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Petrie inside here. And now Hassler brings it away for Canada. All the way out to the left side for James Pritchard, who is racing forward here, where it's collected by Albert Farland.
What's out? Use it! Use it!
Out from Petrie, Lavala.
In the middle. Entry. That number 18, entry.
Well, James Pritchard getting hit here by his own player, Jeff Hassler.
Play on, please, Chris.
Yeah, you can see Pritchard just on the back of the U.S. player. Hassler coming in to try to tackle him and ruck over. They collide head-on-head. Both are up and both are walking around, but that takes a little bit of a toll on you.
Canada still with the man advantage, with A.J. McGinty getting that yellow card in the 63rd minute. Charged down by Phelan and won there by Sears Duru, but he's into touch.
Good pressure by Phelan getting through on Petrie. Make sure he didn't get a kickoff again. That's been the U.S. tactic for most of the day, getting the ball down, putting it up in the air, putting some pressure on the Canadian wingers and see if they can turn it, they get a turnover.
Substitution for the United States. In front of 9, Mike Petrie. Number 22, Shalom Suniula.
Petrie coming out, Shalom Suniula coming in for the United States with 10 minutes left. Kick forward by Chris Wiles. Well won by Jeff Hassler. And here is Blevins coming forward for Canada. The handoff there from Blevins. Nick Blevins all the way. Canada with the try. With 10 minutes left to play, they close the gap to 1.
Great try, Nick Blevins. Individual effort all the way down the wing, bombing off would-be U.S. tacklers, to go in the corner. It's exactly what Canada needed. They're 1 point behind now with the kick to come from Liam Underwood.
And they finally, at the third time of asking, make it count.
It all starts off with a great take by Jeff Hassler. Blevin pushes off one. Here comes the end, pushes off two. Goes in for the score. Great try.
A collective sigh down here on the Canadian bench. The boys that have come off, the management team, the trainers, a collective sigh of relief that Canada might be back in this now and finally capitalizing on a yellow card to the Americans.
Nick Blevins didn't play against Tonga here. He started the win at the game against Samoa, got a try in that defeat. Well, it was a tight one against Samoa that Canada threw away at the end. AJ McGinty about to come back in here. Underwood with the opportunity to give Canada the lead. Looks pretty good from Liam Underwood. And it is! Canada in front! Liam Underwood with the conversion after the Nick Blevins try. It is 13 points to 12 with 8 minutes left to play. Nick Blevins into the corner for Canada's first try of the game. First try for either side in this one. The US up 12-3 at half-time. They haven't scored since. McGinty is back in.
21!
And a massive 7 minutes now coming up for Canada, having lost the first 3 games of this Pacific Nations Cup.
Advantage.
Barkwell through the legs there of Harry Jones.
Back inside. Stay. Goes out!
Phil Mack with a high kick forward towards
Advantage
halfway.
over!
Palamo.
Goes out! Hey!
There's Palamo through the middle for the US. All the way out to the right side, in the hands of Blaine Scully here. And Scully into touch.
The Americans looking to strike back with some attacking phases. Did well there, put together about 6-7 phases there, but tackle into touch. The sideline is always the best tackler on the field. James Pritchard put the winger into touch, line out to Canada.
Quick, involving Seamus Kelly and Blaine Scully down the US right.
Okay, time off. Time's off. Hooker, injury?
Man of the match brought to you by Luxardo, and it's Jeff Hassler.
Time on! Guys,
Yeah, Jeff was absolutely amazing today. Some big hits, some good runs. Even the big hit was on his own player. He caught the pass here that set up the Blevins try. He's been an outstanding player all today, and he's one of Canada's best.
5 minutes left to play here. CFL will follow the end of this game as Phil Mack kicks forward, and it's picked up by Scully inside for Wiles.
no!
Here's Harry Jones, fires it back towards halfway.
That Chris Wiles is keeping the pressure on down in the Canadian zone there. Kicking the ball, hoping that it wouldn't go out of bounds. Harry Jones picks it up, kicks it out of the 22, attacking ball for the United States. About 4.5 minutes left here in the game. It's going to be pretty intense coming in the final here.
Kieran Crowley watching on as his side looks for its first win of 2015. One in the line out there by McFarland. Palamo through the middle for the US. Now it's McGinty to Barrett, who, like McGinty, spent time in the first half. And Canada doing well, bundling the US into touch. Phil Teal jumped over the line.
And the Canadians have to watch their miscues. Any infraction here could be a makeable kick by McGinty. Canada not clear, but they've wiggled their way into the lead with that impressive convert by Liam Underwood. And not for a moment did James Pritchard approach and talk about taking the kick. Liam Underwood's going to take the kicking all day long. He's 4 for 5 and having a nice game at 10.
In from Barkwell, won by Phelan, and Mack off to the right through the hands of Underwood. This is Nick Blevins, the try scorer. Underwood with a high kick downfield. Now Wiles off to the left, and the US with a run on here. Zach Test making his way towards the 22 before he's stopped by Underwood. Here it comes towards back. This time it's McFarland tackled. Time running out for the United States, and they've spilt it. Canada back in possession. It's James Pritchard here. This stage now for Canada, it's about game management. After losing a lead late against Samoa just a few days ago in Toronto.
Stand up!
Inside the final 2 minutes, Argos Ticats CFL on the way immediately after this game. Here's Underwood. He's tied up.
See, this is where Canada needs to close these games out. We saw in the previous game with Tonga, they had a lead with 2 minutes in. They just played tight balls, kept it very tight, ran the clock down. Canada had a chance there with Pritchard, just keep running phases. You have 2 minutes left in the game, just run the game clock out. Instead, the ball went back to Underwood. He's held up, attacking scrum for the United States.
The heartbreak of Wednesday night at BMO Field fresh in the minds of these Canadians. Mike Tolkin, the US coach.
Let's go!
Wanting to see his side respond.
Time on.
Going behind in the 72nd minute for the first time since they tied the game up back in the 11th minute.
Left. Left. Close. Yes, choose. Roach. Bye.
In the final minutes of play at Swangard Stadium. The win would be huge for Canadian confidence. The first of back-to-back games against the US. Scully breaking forward. Canada needing to stay strong as it's Lavala. Now Bauman. Back it comes, they'll go for the drop goal from McGinty. It is good. AJ McGinty with a drop goal for the United States. And once again, Canada giving up a lead late.
Good drop goal by McGinty here. You see him set up in the pocket, come straight back to him right out front. Crisp kick right down the middle of the post. Well done by the United States. Good idea, good awareness of the clock, good awareness of the score. They're back on top by 2 points.
As we move past the 80-minute mark, A.J. McGinty gives the US the 2-point lead.
Not 10, not 10.
And it is over in Burnaby at Swangard Stadium for the second game in a row. Canada in front heading into the final minute, and they lose the game.
Again, not closing out games, the Samoan game and now this game, all they really had to do was hold on to the ball, set up some pods with the forwards, and just run the clock out.
And we talked about the Samoa game, picking up positives, even though they lost on the final play of the game. I think it's going to be very difficult for the Canadian boys to get their heart out of their boots at this one, losing all 4 in the PNC.
They scored the only try of the game through Nick Blevins with 9 minutes to go to take a 13-12 lead, but